It would probably be a really good idea to start recording. 7.3, here we go. Yay! Future Zalora is gonna thank past Zalora for remembering to record this. Uh-oh. Alright. If you haven't moved, Zalora, Geode wants to take stock of the current crisis. Livian may be lacking the finer details in certain areas. We'd like you to lend your perspective on the conversation. Yeah, we're at a fucking cliffhanger. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing now. Not at all. Much has happened since the state of the funeral, and a clearer idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us as well. First things first then, let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation, and vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to controls. This is why you don't have smart cars, people. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. Yeah, they have really, really figured out how to get people to move their eyeballs around in this last couple of fucking sets here. Holy shit. But you haven't found anything... But you haven't found anything new about new incidences since then, right? That was... What the fuck? Right, no additional reports have been logged, as far as I know. That's the good news. The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, and they wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Since things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons. But if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. Hack into the gate. Sorry. The King of Resolve's authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man that can override such in such impunity? Alex. He lived in the age of the storm surge as I did. Lest you forget, he was known for his advancements in electro-technology, and it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conservation into an endless, that he might continue his efforts into the present day. So, he didn't cryo-freeze himself? Like how they did for you? Because up until, like, the real Sphene actually came out of cryo-sleep, we all kind of expect her to not be around at all. Preservation's early goals seemed noble enough, exploring treatments for Levin sickness, designing Everkeep's core system, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he was obstinately trying to help? Preservation! Literally preservation! Sorry. I do not pretend to fully understand Calix's motivations, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. Yeah, there's also that. It's like, wow, mankind bad. Mankind could be better. Kill mankind. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated. That evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. That's eugenics. That's just eugenics with a different flavor. Sorry. I said it last time, but... Yeah, have a good night, Brown Planka. Thanks for hanging out for so long. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably be back. I'll probably be around to stream tomorrow as well, because there's I got fucking nothing to do. But also I enjoy streaming and I enjoy playing video games, so I will also probably be doing this. Maybe not this, maybe something else, but we'll see. Have a good night. Eugenics with a different flavor. We've already seen how he's employed the simulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conservation is their only hope of survival. Eternal life is assured for 5,000 who register their neo-regulators. But this is merely one of Calix's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he will draw aether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless as a thousandfold, maybe a momfold, or a thousandfold, millionfold, billionfold. Who knows? Yeah, much like Endless Fiend. Endless Fiend wanted the same goals, but for our own, I would like to preserve my people, whereas Calix is like, I want to preserve humanity. As not regardless of who was there, I want to preserve humanity. Calix very likely only wants the best people. So he's already distributed 5,000 neo-regulators. He's probably only going to keep what he deems worthy for future preservation. Like anybody that like can't, you know, thinky thoughts for themselves or whatever it is, like, oh, your IQ is just not that great. Click. Fucking goodbye. Like, this man is not above eugenics, and even in the, you know, endless form. Most especially because in the endless require energy, and he already knows that that requires energy that is finite. And stealing from the other reflections is how it's gonna go. That's the other thing, like, if aether is finite in this way, like, you gotta just, there's gotta be a limit, man. There's gotta be like a, well, we can't anymore. Like, we gotta steal from other fucking planets, like... I mean, I wouldn't put it past, like, our own humanity for trying to do that. Like, let's say if, like, energy was found in the moon. We would probably fucking start stealing that shit. But also, like, that's a cost thing. Like, we could do it maybe eventually, but up to, like, whatever cost it would cost to get that done. You know, the difference between currency and money things. I'm not going to explain why, but it's that whole situation of like, how desperate are we to get this thing as an evil group? You know? I think the most... That's like the most evil thing. If we could get an actual utopia going where money has no value and the only value is whatever effort and work can actually be put into something. One, that's eugenics, because anybody who's disabled and cannot work cannot put value into things. Although if they did put value into things, no, they could. That's the thing. It's like that would be the utopia, is that people who are disabled would be the people who have to put in things that are not labor intensive, and people who are able-bodied would be number one seated for the physical labor. That kind of thing. That's the glorified preservation of everybody. But that's not how the world works. Like, I'm a fully able-bodied person. I have the huge luxury of being able to work from home. I worked my way up to this point. Like, I was able to get all of, like, I've worked physically to get all the way up to this fucking point. There are people who don't have that fucking luxury, and I'm exceedingly thankful to getting there. But I'm thinking about, like, how do you get a society to... Okay, here's the question I'm going to ask, and I'm going to stop ranting about this, because my brain is on fire about this whole... How do you do this? How does this actually fucking work? How do you make a fucking Evangelion when, like, most of the fucking planet dies off? How do you make a fucking giant robot that the rest of the fucking planet goes, yeah, you know what? You can make a robot that can defeat this fucking alien? Die? Yeah, here you go. Make it happen. Yeah. Sure. I'll believe that. Someone figured it out. Someone fucking figured it out. And nobody's in a fucking... I don't know a single person in Evangelion's in a wheelchair. I'm sorry. That's the sad, sorry truth about how you get aliens to stop fighting planet Earth. You basically are... Well, I guess the able-bodied are the ones that are gonna be the ones to get this going because that's the only way of transactional currency. You did your job, you get food. There is no currency involved for you to go and do anything else. That's it. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like it's not realistic. I feel like we're so in this society of just like, no, we should be taking care of like everyone. Like we should cater to, you know, those who are unable to walk for sure. Like that's the human instinct. That is something humans have been doing for millennia. Like we've proven that like disabled people can live millennia ago. It wasn't that they just fucking died. We did try to take care of people that lost an arm, that lost a leg, that could still do something. We tried our best. But now I'm at the point where just like, well, an alien decided that we need to all die. What do? Do you stop being... Does ADA just disappear? I think it does, because now we're in preservation mode. When we're out of preservation mode, then we can come back. Because yeah, obviously there have been civilizations where preservation was not an issue. We can take care of our less fortunate without burdening the rest of the community. We can do that now. We can absolutely do that now. We can do that now. That it's not hard. But billionaires say, no, I want money. So that's why we're all against, you know, no. That's why it's not a problem, but it's a problem. We can still, we're not fighting for our lives with aliens, but it makes me wonder, I'm like, what would happen? What would actually happen? Would that all just disappear? Will we finally just would everyone come under the guise of like, sorry, we have to live. We have to survive. We have to go out of our house to go make guns. Stop all the my entire job is basically building things for future generations. My job would disappear. And it would become like, how do we build guns, build ammunition, build facilities to house ammunition, whatever it is. Like, I feel like so much of my job would disappear because we don't know if there is going to be a fucking future. But even then, it's like so much of my job still exists in a way of like, we still need architects to build things, to get things done, and some sort of... The regulations would go down for sure. I don't know, man. I gotta stop thinking about this. This is too much. It's so too... Yeah. I hate that I think too much about this shit. Like, how would this actually work in the real fucking... Like, America. How would this work in America? We don't know. And that's where I'm gonna end this on. I don't know. I have many opinions. YouTube... Suck it. I pulled that out. Let me double check. There we go. If we mean to foil Calyx's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down. Which is unfortunately easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal and we found in the depths of the other keep, but I've failed to uncover the slightest trace of his activities. Yeah, where's his core, baby? I can't just look at my fucking file drive and be like, Oh, calyx.exe. Delete. Put him down. That's so rude. Give me more time. Give me a little more time, though. I'm sure I can sniff him out. I'll help you. Our little tech boy. Let's go. While Dawntrail and Shayla are working on that, I think I'm going to take a look around town. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calyx. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time, and I'd be glad to have some brawlers at my back. Count me in. Raha and the others have been helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep, so I shall stick with the streets with. So shall I stick with the streets of Solution 9? Sounds like the plan. Thanks to you two, I appreciate the company. I have to speak to the city's administrators about bringing in the Lance Guard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliolal. Alphino and Alize will be joining me for the meeting, so the three of us can cover the sector as soon as we're done. He thought, if I may, I'd like to join Zalura's group, if you'll have me. Yeah! Get some more training in. Get some more get those muscles moving after 400 years of atrophy? Jesus. 400? It's been longer than that. Who knows? The more mouths to ask questions, the merrier. As long as you're aware of the dangers. Thank you. I'll do my best to not be a burden. I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid. Don't say that out loud. Don't do that whole, I don't know, man. You're so close to retirement. I'm really worried about you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do this to me. Final Fantasy 14, you don't need to do this. No. Tisk, don't you do this, you writers of Final Fantasy 14. Don't kill off a fucking minor character like that. I will come for your hide. I have no ties to this man. I have no ties to this geode man at all. Don't kill him off. That's rude. That's so rude. How often have we done this? Stop doing this. Anyway. You'll change your tune once we come back with the goods on Calyx. Then the drinks are on you. Come, let's continue this outside. The warrior light on your side. Sorry, Erazio's champion. They don't know me. I'm the warrior of light. Man, what a good way to just be like, well, we can't just have Final Fantasy IX. It's too crazy medieval for bringing into Final Fantasy 14. Wait a minute. What if we went super tech? What if we went neo tech? What if we went cyber tech, man? I can't do the super jaw. I can't do like super Chad jaw. I can't do it. What if? I figured it out. I'm really hyper Neotropolis. Oh shit! I gotta buy those tickets. I meant to do that today. we got paid today, so I'm like, let's go buy our tickets for Neotropolis. Voice acting? No voice acting. They're really picky choosy about voice acting for Final Fantasy 14. You know, the tertiary stuff. So we're in 7.3. So sorry, I was off my little world. Shall we get started? You good? as the children say, you good? Me? I'm well enough, given the circumstances. It was the queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death. So they were for the longest time. Then the moment mortality once again becomes the unavoidable fact of life, they are greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Yeah, that's the fucked up part. Like, all of these people were given the opportunity to have their first instance of grieving. Like, they understand that, like, they have the sort of idea that, like, someone they could have possibly known is now gone, but they don't know who that is. They can't grieve properly for it. So now, finally, someone who they do know, they can properly grieve for. But then, now, that person's gone in perpetuity, and that whole moment of everyone collectively coming together and the understanding, like, it's that thing with, like, humanity of, like, we don't understand each other's trauma because we've all lived different lives. So having everyone come together to grieve the same person's life helps everyone grieve together in that sort of sameness. And for this to all just disappear is so bad. Big trauma. That never happened. We never experienced trauma. But hey, what do you mean? Now we can die suddenly. What? What do you mean that death's real all of a sudden? And we're all now experiencing individual reasoning for death. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Yeah, weird. Well, not weird. It's just what a mean-spirited fucking man. People keep shitting on this fucking. I hate how people keep shitting on this expansion, but it is so good. It's so psychological. Like, what do you do if you've never lived in a world with death? What do you do now? Like, it beg the question sequencing. So, like, I hate that people are like, no, this sucks. I'm like, nah, you just failed critical reading. I shit on, oh my god, dude, I feel so bad. Like, I used to shit on critical thinking classes so hard. I'm like, what do I need critical thinking for? And nobody could give me the answer. And I'm like, fuck. Now, that's the thing. It's like, everyone that I knew that was older than me could never give me a good answer for why critical reasoning and critical thinking was so important. And unfortunately, we are now currently living in a time where we can finally say, oh, there are people who are growing up to be adults that don't understand critical thinking. And now my generation has to be burdened with, oh, here's why you need this, and now can finally explain it again. Because it was one of those things where it's like, oh, we need this because why? And then those people learned it, and now the next generation, my generation, why do we need this? And they didn't know why. They were not, they forgot, the lore has escaped them, whatever it is. And now we've reverted back because now we've skipped a generation. It's like, what? Yeah, we don't, clearly we don't need critical reasoning. Wait a minute. We gotta come back. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We have to go back. Dude, critical thinking for such, it's been the new fucking. But it's also like, we're now on the internet now so much more, and we can now just finally shout at children. I hate that we're allowed to shout at children about not being able to read critically. Like, there was something that happened recently where, what was it? It was, oh my god, it was, what was the medium? It was, shit, I don't remember. It was literally like, if you didn't understand why this was written or why this was created, you are not thinking critically enough. Please stop talking. Like, it was one of those situations of just like, please understand that this is a critical thinking moment. And this wasn't just made for the sake of making it. I know we all need to have... It's really weird, too, because stuff like... It is so wild, too, because there are, like, things that exist in the medium more currently, like Owl House and other stuff where it's like... It gets it, and people get it, but then something else exists in the same way, and they're like, did you forget that value from this other thing you also watched very recently, and why it's like this? And if you can't understand... I don't remember what the fucking thing was. It's like... Oh, I'm gonna remember it, and I'm gonna fucking freak out. And I promise this is about the game and thinking about the game and being critical thinking about the game, I promise. What was it? Man, I cannot remember. It's fine. I'm gonna have to give up. I'm gonna have to give up on it. I don't remember. I'll remember and I'll scream about it on my fucking Discord, I promise. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration. Indeed, I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. But I cannot forgive the way... What I cannot forgive is Calyx wields the fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. Yeah. Pushing the wrong button. Yeah, like you're not... I don't think you should be allowed to manipulate people to thinking this choice in a way that he is doing, which is literally just erasing people's memories. No one, not Calyx, nor anyone else should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices of this country's future back in the hands of its citizens. And you think we should handle that? And you think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? It is what I've seen. It is what I've seen that has convinced me that you can. I work 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was enjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. You know what? I wonder if he was struggling to think about that. Maybe that's why we were all thinking, I don't know, Geode, are you good? Are you good? Well then. We'd best not let you down. No, I suggest we move as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us. Oh, I believe someone came prepared for just an eventuality. Oh yeah, you have a grimoire. Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things that are important to me. Yes, we finally have a scholar on our team. Finally, scholar. Scholar represent. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts, so I claimed some small measure of skill. Yeah, she's still a healer. Let's go! I am a little sad that she's not like a fucking white mage because that was what Garnet was. That's fine because of just, we're writing the story. Write the story. Make it work. It's fine. If that's the case, it would be better if we split into 2 groups after all. It would be certainly more efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. 2 of you can make the west side of the recreation zone then. Zora and I will take the east. And you shan't die in my care, I promise. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, please don't go with Kryl. Please don't do the pit me with Sphene and then Kryl fails to save Geode. That would be super sad. Very well. We shall end our patrol in the plaza just past True View and await you there. Yeah, it is really funny because all of Solution 9 speaks very much the way regular normal English is. Whereas like all of Eurasia and everything else, totally different way of speaking. Like everything these guys say is very much American English. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's next and chat to the people we meet along the way. That is very American English. It is crazy how different, like, it's great because, like, you don't notice it so much because, again, it's all in the English language. But I think they also probably did this in the Japanese too. Like, again, the localization has made it so, like, in regular Final Fantasy in Japanese, like, when you're in Eurasia, everybody speaks a certain way, and, like, the old, like, from what I understand, Oriange speaks like a sort of old, very ancient sort of Japanese. It's very, like, scholarly or whatever have you, in the way that he does in the English version for the localization. And everyone else still speaks a sort of, like, there's a sort of, like, the words that are used and the cadence, and it's all very much like it's Eurasian English. And we're all now experiencing Solution 9 English, and it's all very, very much American English. Like, instead of, let us do the rounds, or whatever it is, like, we have, like, compound, like, we have, like, contractions. We have let's instead of let us. Stuff like that. So, you can see the difference. You can feel the difference. Pay attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully that will earn us a tidbit or two we didn't know before. Alright. Ooh, behind us. Someone's... Man, I gotta figure out what my roommate, they have they're prone to the microwavables and stuff, and they always smell so fucking good, dude. Oh my god. I gotta ask them what they're cooking. They're always cooking something really good. With the sentries and air wheelers safe to be around now, I just know it's gonna happen again. And maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident. I need a neo-regulator. Becoming an analyst is the only way. Even Queen Sphene said so. Dude. Sorry, flavor. This is all flavor text. We all know what's gonna kind of happen here. What has me in such a fine mood, you ask? I've just been registered as with my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first, but now that I've gone through the registration, I've never felt more at ease. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, over 3,800 have already been filled. So if you're hesitant, you've not much time to make your mind up. Mark my words, friend. There's only a few slots left. It's gonna be get very ugly. Wait, what do you mean by that? You don't even know what's gonna fucking happen, my guy. You don't know what's gonna happen. Threats of bad things are happening, I bet, but still. Ah, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had to work the next day, but once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable in my company, well, you'd have to scrape me off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got was what should have been the worst day of my life, if only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. Oh. Wait, Gio had a regulator at some point. Interesting. Yeah, I guess he would have comes from Alexandria. He didn't come from Tuliolal, or wouldn't have known Tuliolal or any of the Hetseroi. You know, any of that. He's young enough for it, so. It was also the day I first met Shale, although I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. But did Shale have a regulator? What could possibly be the worst day of her life? Well, how interesting. Now I gotta know. Now I gotta know. And Shale does care about Geode, so... Man. Oh, you want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air wheel dropped out of the sky and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know it's not so strange these days, but he never bothered with one. He had the idea of dying someday, and I thought I'd understood what that meant. Until it happened. Zalora, a word? I feel like there's a few new factors in these stories I've heard. One we hadn't considered during our discussion with everyone in the back room. That a victim of the violence wasn't regular. Yes, that's it. That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about that last stream. I was doing this. I'm like, are people who are not wearing a regulator the ones being attacked? Because that would 100% make sense for why everybody who is remembering all of these deaths. Because they can't be put into the cloud because they're not in the cloud. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The vast majority of residents that have already worn regulars, it's not a detail we'd normally think about. But with the supplies of souls cut off, though, more and more people have been going without them, obviously. We need to look at the casualties from the recent attacks to check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around the street over to the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time. But maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can help us confirm if it was a pattern or not. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was just like, wait. What do you want to bet? They're doing this on purpose. Like, they're literally attacking people who do not have these regulators. On purpose. Hold on. Where the fuck? You mean to tell me I'm in an area where I cannot see? There we go. Really? Slightly closer one. God damn. I was right in an area where I could not see an aether current. Or Aethernet shard. Wait, really? Oh, I'm already closer than I would have been, so I guess this is great. Oh shit, I guess we could talk to Yana. That's something I probably will need to do at some point. We'll get around to it. I don't know why I went in here, but... Wait. Oh no, they're... Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, oh! That's what happened, oops. It's because I... It's because I entered the room, that's why. I'm an idiot. It is rare that I will enter a space outside of where I need to be, and I, for whatever reason, was just like, I'm gonna enter this room, and that peels our boy off of us, unfortunately. Hold on. Neostein and grab him. Sorry. Oops. Sorry. That's my bad. Oops. He can teleport with it. Yeah, he can teleport with us, but he can't go into a room. Real fucking fucked up. It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. The little ones who jumped for joy when I brought them packages. The old lady who'd always greet me with a smile. I hate for anything bad to happen to them. I don't know how to tell you this, dude, but that old lady's probably fucking dead. Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Yeah, what's up with you guys attacking? Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are officially processing reports of all affected zones. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? You must have some estimates on hand. Recalibration parameters. Injured, 87 individuals. Casualties, 19 individuals. Casualties equipped with regulators, 0. There it is. That's the big question that I was thinking about last time. I thought about it and I'm like, I should say this out loud. And I didn't say it out loud. So can't prove I wasn't thinking about it. You wish to know about the people who died at the machine rampage were wearing regulators. Sorry, I was assigned to clearing away debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. No bodies were presented at the time I arrived, so I assumed the ushers had already done that work. Do you remember there being patches of white dust scattered about where quite a chore to clean up, but nothing else worthy of mention. Wait. We have seen bodies. We've seen bodies. Then we've also seen these bodies of chalk. Are the bodies of chalk with the regulators? Laura, I think that it's time we rejoined Kryl and Sphene. I was half joking with my boast Shale, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep pursuing this avenue of inquiry. Didn't Kryl say to join the plaza outside of Tribute? Let's go there. Yeah. That's a good idea. This, oh God, I can't shut up about it, about how this just looks like a fucking VR chat hub. It's good. Good. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not good. But so essentially you're saying that the people who were killed by the malfunction machines weren't wearing regulators. Yeah. Well, the numbers are still tentative and only apply to that one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who would remove the regulators was a priority target. Now that you mention it, the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. Why? Why are they being targeted over everyone else? Fear. Based solely on the lack of a neo-regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become an endless, or if they have simply failed to acquire one in the limited devices. But those who wear no regulator at all, they have clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put another way, they have chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. The chances that such resolute people would wish to be endless are far lower, I would imagine. So Calyx has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims to stroke fear and panic for those who wouldn't been on the fence. But there was no need to kill anyone. With the way things are, the people are already fearful enough. You could have found 5,000 willing citizens without this madness. Yeah, shit. A good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is service to another scheme. Or he had some other need for the lives he's taken. You know, maybe souls to save for a later date? Yeah, what about that dust, though? Right. The sanitation worker story. She saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of white dust. Dust, but no bodies? Where have I heard that before? You recall when we went to save Aaronvale from the sentries in the outskirts, that Usher Malachite told us the same thing. It was not but white dust. Even then it was blown away by the point. When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the reverends, but no one knew what had become of it. That both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious enough, but the shared mention of this dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we should confirm this substance was present at other sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us not only to explanation of the missing bodies, but also the intent behind Calyx's actions. Yeah, probably. This is Thancred. Sorry. Zalora, we need your help. I've lost control of the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. Living members are on their way now, but are you close enough to join them? Oh shit. Yeah, get me to a fucking Aetherite core. Let's go. We gotta go. Damn it. Our new investigation has to wait. Let's go. We might have to look over a fucking body that just died. Just to see what the fuck happened. Not the residential district. Oh shit. But we have a bot that killed another bot. What's going on? Nope, bot ready to kill bot. Oh, that's real fucking creepy. Oh!
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Leave him alone.
Yeah. Gunslinger. Gunblader. Oh, it faints.
Are you all right?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me.
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed.
But
Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
rude.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
And that's the last we ever saw of G. No, I'm kidding. No regulator.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Go to them, quickly!
Holy shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they were thinking about it recently, just, like, taking them off. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll never forgive myself if they die.
Yipeeeee!
That's right, that's her name.
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape.
We got a healer on deck. Let's go.
Mother, please.
Oh my god, please.
Isadora.
Please, we finally have a white mage on scene. And it's Fiend. Come on. Do it.
Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I was thinking about that too. I was just like, these two were gonna be the first ones without regulator.
If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Nah, you're good, Yipeeeee. You're good.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
I'm sorry, Milas. I didn't mean to make you cry. You're fine. Oh, that's right. He doesn't know that she's Fiend. He doesn't know. He's like, holy shit.
Thank you, miss.
There we go. Ah, yeah! I gotta do a little bit of work too. Let's go. Finally, I do some actual healing in this fucking game. The last time I did was eons ago.
Will she sleep like that forever?
It is... You have to be very careful about having a white mage as the Warrior of Light in this game. Like, you can only have another healer in your fucking party. Because, like, Alphino has to be there, that kind of shit. Like, they gotta be around. They also started having Alice around with her Porksy to also offset, like, people just fucking dying, even though you're a fucking white mage. Like, you have to be very careful. Like, they have to die off scene kind of shit.
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it. That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
There it is. Promise of Tomorrow. That's 7.3. Here we go. We got our title screen. Most excellent. Forgive me, I was reckless. You shouldn't have had to waste time tending my wounds as well. Did you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard sounds of fighting. I'm sorry, he must have fallen protecting the residents. Yeah, that's right. Our other guy. Oh no, our other guy. Fine. Let's see. Hold on, let me check and see. kind of... Some other person was in this room. I was like, what? No? There it is. And enter this room. Endless choice. Okay, so we'll get to the next. Oh, fucking Ardbert, I need you to chill. I so desperately need my friend to... No, wait. My brother-in-law is gonna cosplay Ardbert. But I need my other friend to cosplay Ardbert because he's like... He's NPC man. He's brown hair NPC boy. Real good. Like, he's been that for years. And so I'm just like, why are you not cosplaying Ardbert? And he's like, no. My husband's gonna do it, so it'll be great. He's also a class A, like, cosplayer, so he'll have like the sword and everything, or the axe and everything. It'll be great. And he projects it to happen during FanFest, and I hopefully will have thing for FanFest. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll do the next part of the quest. Our comrade, you think he may have been struck down? If he's wounded or worse, I should go to him. Oh, wait, please. It isn't safe and you still need rest. You should stay with Milos and watch over Isidore for me. We'll tend to your friend. Thank you. Please be careful yourself. We need to go check up on our boy. Geode, if anything has happened to you, I'm gonna fucking shit myself, dude. Dora's going to be alright then. I'm so glad. Just finished my ministrations here. Our Oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. Brave soul. He gave his life to save another. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. The sentry was behaving normally, like any other. Then, all of a sudden, it tried to kill me. But the other sentry struck it down. Yes or no, Calyx commanded them to commit murder. Or did I not see that right? Anyway. Is it over? We came as soon as YKK sent word. I am sorry. By the time we arrived, it was already too late. Could be in trouble too. Once we have his radius locked down, we need to find him. Oh shit, yeah. But why? Has something happened? I swear to fucking God. Possibly. We're not sure what, but he stopped responding. Oh, we gotta go! I swear to fucking God. We should search for Geode. I agree. Most Oblivion measures swore off regulators. If our theory holds true, they could be prime targets today. Oh my God. Bompez, you can't do this to me. He was so close to retirement. Please do all you can to shepherd the residents to safety, but avoid the sentries at all costs. Oh, thanks. Here, take these communicators. We've made modifications that prevent Calyx from intercepting the signal. And have been using them to coordinate movements with allies in the vicinity. You're sure about that? Oh yeah, KK has one too. I'll ask her to keep hailing Geode. Good luck and stay safe. He said he would sweep the surrounding area, so we shouldn't have to venture so far. Too far. Let's go. Oh my god, we need to stop talking right now. We need to stop talking like 5 minutes ago. You see no sign of Jude. Perhaps another area to the east? East? Swear to fucking god. They did that whole thing where it's just like some other character says take care and it's like, nope, you can't do. Shale said it once and I'm like, aw, don't fucking do this to me. Don't fucking shoebait me into this. I will fucking come through. You set me up. Jude answered me. No response. Fuck, dude. I swear to fucking god. I can't do this. You can't make me. You can't be this predictable, Final Fantasy XIV. I swear to fucking god.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please.
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence.
Holy shit, dude! Don't fucking do that to us. Oh my god! I. All right.
Oh, you're alive. Thank the gods. Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it.
Nope, turn to dust, baby. Oh shit.
That dust.
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether.
That's evil.
The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells.
That's fucking awful. Geode, I need you to not engage. Fuck. Oh no, it's an old man!
Shit.
The perfect fucking... Not get him. No, you should have fucking attacked him before. There we go. Good job. That'll put you as a target, though. Run, dude! Run and go. You can't run and gun, you gotta run and go! Buddy. No! I'm gonna fucking shit myself, dude. Oh my god, run! Oh my fucking god.
You can't be here! You need to run, now!
Oh my god!
A trap!
That's evil! Oh my god, that's evil! I fucking called it like 500 years ago. The second Shale said something. The second Shale said anything.
Take care of the others, eh?
This guy's fucking gone, dude. 2 seconds from retirement. Are you kidding me? You can't be this fucking predictable. Alright, I take it back. Piss poor writing. Bad. You can't, no, you can't pull this kind of shit with a tertiary character that I've only seen 3 times before now. God damn it. You can't do this to me, Final Fantasy! You're not gonna make me cry. I already called this 500 years ago. You're not gonna make me sad. Nope. I'm not gonna cry about it. Nope. Nope, he's already dust. Sorry. Nope. I'm just, nope. We're too late. He's already dust. You can't make me cry about a character I don't give a fuck about. That's only had his first voice lines were, I think, this recent season. Yep. Already dust. Sorry, kid. Yep. Yeah, you can't make me sad about it. I called it. You literally did a just so close to retirement to a character that I've only kind of like, well, yeah, he's a part of the group, but you know, I'm not connected in any way. You can't make me sad about this.
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether.
So like a single soul is not even a cell?
But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Sorry, this music is so good.
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years.
But like, you say the percentage, but what is the actual fucking number, my guy? Because that feels so low. But like, 1% of a million is still 1,000 people. Did I get that math right? It's 10 million. Sorry, it's 10 million people. Sorry, 10,000 is 1% of a million. That's a lot of people. That's 1%. That's still too many people. Like, still too many. Music's really good though, fuck. 100 years is pretty good though.
Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now?
This seems flawed. Like, if Calyx has been kind of around and doing all of this, and the queen has only been dead for 400 years. So, what is stopping this motherfucker from just sucking away souls just before they die? What's stopping them from doing this? Just, you know, like, there might be old man kind of stats, but still, like, so full of aether. What's stopping them from doing this right before they die? Just to have the energy. I don't know. I feel like this is flawed. Bad. It's all bad. Bad. Jesus. Walks through the fucking dust. That's evil. Yeesh. That's pretty good, like, statistics, though. Like,
I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance.
oh, you're just gonna give us that capsule. You're not even gonna fucking bother resisting. This guy's... yeah, this is literally, like, how do you deal with somebody that just does not want to fucking waste time on anything? He's just like, I have a goal, whether or not, I'm not gonna fucking fight you for the fucking key. You don't want to give it to me, so I'm gonna go do something else to get what I need. And the statistics say that this should be sufficient. But still, like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promised to halt my harvest?
No! Because it's still lives, and still Aether you're stealing. What are the reflections that have collapsed? That's another question, I wonder. What of the reflections that have collapsed? Like, did their ether go be dispersed? What? Things? Interesting. I mean, the obvious answer is no. Yeah. Only seeking more victims. Trying to kill more people. Whether or not we know them or not. Hello?
It was foolish of me to even ask.
Yeah, you knew the answer. Why did you ask, you idiot? You of a guy who knows efficiency, you're sure.
I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
Oh, but you still want the key. Dude, you have like 800 years worth of fucking Aether. Go fuck off. You're obviously using Aether to go kill man, what a fucking waste of energy. No, our boy! Goodbye. Fucking godly, dude. You can fucking... I called that from 500 malms away. The geode was gonna fucking die, dude. Oh my god. That... It is rare. It is rare that Final Fantasy XIV has had me call something out so far in fucking advanced. Like... It is rare. It's rare. Maybe this is the moment in time where people are finally saying, hey, I don't know, this part of the storyline is getting a little lazy. It's... But, like, people were saying it before now. Like, oh, I don't like this, like, before 7.3 was happening. So I'm like, Christ. We have to move the plot forward. We have to do the thing. We gotta do the whatever. Did we need to kill somebody we know? No, we didn't. But we did anyway because who cares? I guess. It was predictable from the second Shale said something. The second Shale said something, the second that fucking Geode was talking about his past, I was just like, this motherfucker's gonna fucking die. It was not a fucking surprise. The only surprise was just how... The only surprise was the trick. And how he got caught in the trap. That was the only surprise. That's it. I give him that much credit. Like, well, we handed this onto a plate. But how do we do it? Like, I will give them that much credit. Otherwise... Fuck. Sorry. Hold on. Let me actually read this. This pile of dust. These ashes. And the soul cell he left behind. Was that what his twisted way of returning Geode to us? Shit, dude. Yeah. Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and your careless cruelty. Dude doesn't have any fucking apathy. Dude is entire... This is the problem with apathetic villains. You cannot reason with them. At all. Like, the sooner we find out where he is, the sooner we can literally just unplug him. And just be like... No hard feelings. Bye. Like, that's... There's... It's the free rent. There's an episode of Free Ren where the demon child literally does not understand, like, the human culture around her at all. Literally kills a dude to, like, serve to another person and, like, does not actually understand human emotions or anything. They only understand what will get humans to work. Full manipulation shit. For real. Like, that's all it is. And that's the problem with apathetic villains. Like, you want so hard for the hero to be like, no, it'll be fine. But unfortunately, they have to be, I'm sorry, I have to kill you for the betterment of humanity. And this is unfortunate. Like, it sucks. It sucks because, like, you want that villain to be like, I kill nobody. Nah, you gotta have a hero that understands that villains can be apathetic entirely. And have that grow up point. He's our friend. Yep. He sure was our friend. Even so, some might say every death was justified if it meant 5,000 Ills could continue their immortal lives. If reflections stolen Aether allowed for many more endless, why would that too be a noble sacrifice for the greater good? Yep. Who would think that? Obviously, Calyx. Certainly not I. Trying to... Kryl is very empathetic in trying to want to understand the motives of Calyx. And the problem with Calyx is that you don't actually want to understand why he's doing these things. Because there is no understanding. It is all logic, it is all math, it is all the betterment and the ingoodening, it is eugenics, it is... That's it. That's all it is. It is the core of what everybody believes, like... People think evil is for, like, themselves. Real evil is, like, because, like, if you're evil for yourself, at least there's some preservation in mind. Calyx is dangerously to that point of, like, if embettering everything meant erasing everything, including himself, it would happen. That's pure apathy. That, like, truly... There's literally a fucking Pokemon villain like that we glazed over in our youth. I'm not gonna tell you which one. You can figure that one out for yourself. But there's a Pokemon one like that where it's like, haha, erase it all. They had to draw that one back because we went too dark. Oops. Kirby's getting there. Kirby's getting there because they're starting to have talking characters. Kirby's getting there. It'll happen. We're almost there. It's real close. I think there's been I want to say even like one of the evil baddies with Kirby because they've been able to talk more recently in the lore. Been real close to just erasing a universe. That kind of shit. But yeah. Anyway. We only know too well there is not noble in his sacrifice. Yeah, there's nothing actually noble to this. We have to stop him. We have to find Calyx and put an end to this madness as soon as possible. Thank you. Under no circumstances we let the key fall into his possessions, Laura. If it falls to us, we will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents in reflections elsewhere. Wouldn't it be so cool? Because, like, it's so predictable that we defeat him and then we're on to the next thing. Wouldn't it be so cool if we fucking failed and then we have to unfuck our failure? We have to go to new reflections. We have to go back to our old reflections and unfuck all of our shit. Is that predictable? That'd be fun, though. That we failed? Like... Maybe that we don't fail. That he found some way to fuck us over. Like, how easy would it be for him to just... teleport us, but just so happened to not teleport also the key that we were holding at the same time. Like, how easy would that be? Just I teleported you, but isn't it so cool that I can just teleport you without the key? Anyway, I have this key now. Like, that would put some urgency into some shit, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that put some fucking, like, the way that I would leave this place to put the key in Eurasia and then come back pretending I was holding the key. But I wonder if we're holding the key under the guise that, like, he might know that we're holding it. And if we leave, it might be bad. That's the other problem. Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, we can't leave with this key. It could go bad if we leave with this key. We have to be here. That's my thinking. We can't leave with this key. It'll be bad. It'll be super not great. Like, for free. So anyway, I'm just thinking all this loud. Like, where's this gonna go? How's this gonna deal? Like, we're at the beginning of this. We could defeat Calyx at the end of this, and we're on to the next fucking evil baddie. Who fucking knows, man? I don't fucking know. I haven't seen the spoilers, so I don't know. We should return to the back room. Shale and the others need to know what happened. Yes, I'll ask Wayakaki to meet us there as well. I've already forgotten her name. I'm so sorry. I heard it once already. This is the first time I think I've heard her name. Maybe since the first time I met her. Even then, I don't think I heard it in voice. Yeah, sorry. We fucking failed. He went off on his own. Shouldn't have gone off on his own. He's dead now. I really apologize. That was on me. Distraught. Fuck, yeah. You called it. You called his fucking retirement right before he fucking left. Dude, I fucking said, like, oh, this is the last time we're gonna see Geode. I fucking called it, dude. I even said it out loud. I hate that.
Our dear Geode.
The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Gololja. The blame lies with Calyx, and with him alone.
Thanks, nostalgia.
It's all so senseless.
I love that we have a, oh my god, what are their names? I should know their names. Oh shit. From Nier. Oh my god, oh no, I forgot their names. No. The Nier twins. The Nier twins. Their names are Popola and Devila. There we go. Oh my god. Ooh.
Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy? Living our lives. What does he even think life is?
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't understand that he has no... He's apathetic. He has no empathy. I'm sorry.
I'll never forgive Calyx for doing this.
I mean, yeah, you could be... Yeah, you're allowed to be angry, actually.
Powerless to stop him.
Nah, you're good. No. Big... Ooh.
Wait, where are you going? To clear my head. Don't worry. I won't do anything stupid.
I'm gonna go scream into my pillow really quick. Hang on. Valid?
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Yeah, go in pairs. Thank you. We all go in pairs. We all go in pairs. That was evil. The trick. Oh.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calyx is hiding. But not right now.
Oh my god, we got a lip quiver. Man, Final Fantasy XIV coming up with lip quiver. Yes, let's go.
We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
There we go. Now I'm sad. There we go. I get to, everyone else being sad on Geode death. Yep, now I feel it. I'm feeling it now. There we go. Thank you. There it is. Thank you for having this point, because I would not have feel sad. I have no personal connection to this character. Thank you for having the characters that had personal connection with that character feel sad for me. Thank you. Thank you, Final Fantasy XIV, for letting digital characters grieve properly. I'm gonna say this out loud. I can't wait until we get the Raise eye twitch. Like we get a Chainsaw Man Raise eye twitch. Like that'll be next. That's next gen. Next gen Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. That I believe is our next one. Yeah, we'll do this next one, and then I'm gonna call it for Final Fantasy XIV tonight. So that we can, gosh, am I gonna do anything else tonight? I might join some friends. Is nobody on? No, there's some friends on right now. What are they doing? What are they up to? Oh, they're hanging out. I might go hang out with some friends after I do this one part. So we'll do this, and then we'll heal out for the night. But I'll be back tomorrow for more games. Probably. I should probably finish Expedition 33, considering it swept all of the Game Awards to date this particular video of December 12th, 2025. Another comrade gone. Some days it's almost more than I can bear. Geode was an older brother to Nostalgia and me. Shiel knew him longer though, and is surely taking it the hardest. And that's on top of what already happened with Kakiwa. Do you think you could check in on her? See how she's doing? She's not like to put on a brave face if it's for me or my sister. Yeah, I'll do that for you. Jail! Oh. We gotta have the full cinematic. Let's go. We gotta. Apologies. My mind was elsewhere. I need to press on to hunt for Calyx, but I can't seem to focus. I should be better than this, I know. Got you, fam. Need anything for me to do? You can't help yourself, can you? Still, I appreciate the concern. Yipeeeee used to say the best thing to do with grief was to let it all out. So I shall take myself over to the earth and sky and say my goodbyes to Geode. Why don't you come along? I could use someone to blubber to if you have a shoulder to spare. Let's go drinking! Let's go honor our friend, Geode. Right then. Let's get out of Everkeep for a bit. You know, that's probably my favorite way to grieve over people, is with other friends and a little bit of alcohol. Not by yourself. That's the important part. I hate drinking by myself. It's extremely rare that I will have a beer by myself. I never do it. And the only reason why I do it while I'm streaming, because I'm not really streaming by myself. I'm streaming to others and I'm enjoying the company, essentially. But I have a very strict, just like, there's no, I don't enjoy drinking by myself. And the rest of my own family doesn't drink. Like, that's not our thing. Like, we don't really drink by ourselves. It's rare. The only time, there might be like maybe a handful of times that I can visually think of where it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna have this savory, cheesy meal that I would like to have with a beer. And it's rare that I have that alone, but that's probably the only time that I do it alone. And even then it's like, well, it's a beer. It's not, I'm basically gonna watch a movie or something and just like enjoy my night. I don't kick back 3 of these. And it's literally like, again, along with the meal. I almost never drink a beer by itself, unless I'm with company or I'm streaming with company. I just don't like it. It just makes me feel bad. Makes me feel icky. Which is funny because I still consider myself an alcoholic. It's a fair trek on foot, so I've arranged a couple of air-wheelers. They have set their communication modules removed, so even Calic shouldn't be able to seize control of them. Say the word and we're off. Let's... Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm saying the word now. Let's go. Yes! Dude! Motorcycle? Let's go? Dude, when do I get this as a mount? Hold on, I still don't have that other thing we had for a mount during Endwalker. That's rude. I did get the llama, though. I did end up with a llama. Also, shoutouts to 14 for basically making every single... Oh. Sometimes Gita would come along for... Oh, I can't. Oops. Oh, no. I can't see all of these. Doesn't surprise you. Even our friendship had a competitive edge. Oh, shit. Damn it. I should be reading this. I feel bad. Well, you guys saw the text. We would often talk about how one day we'd fly our own wheelers outside the dome. Damn it, you can't, we had a good time with Jackie, me in Cyberpunk 2077. Jackie and I were gonna go take over the world. I haven't even played all of Cyberpunk 2077 and I still cry about Jackie. I think I've known Geode for the same amount of time. Almost there, but the ground sure. Be sure the ground is clear before you hit the clutch. I don't know. Whatever she said. I cry about a character of a game I've never fucking played before. Before I've cried about Geode. Also, you don't expect Jackie to fucking die in Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know. Maybe it is. You know what? Maybe it's pretty clear. It's also the very fucking beginning of the entire fucking game, so you can't call me out on spoilers. It's like the start of the fucking game. Whew. Let's help clear my head a touch. Who knows, Laura? You might be the first person I've written who wasn't an Oblivion recruit. As far as I can remember, at least, the memories from my regular days aren't exactly reliable. Come on. Let's head inside. Hopefully the way will be clear of pests today. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like all of these people would have grown up with regulators, but then come to understand that there's a downside to regulators. So they have had regulators at some time. That's the thing I was thinking about. I'm like, did the people who never had regulators never have them? Or sorry, that don't have them never have them? Or did they convert? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Better take care of this. Anyway. Thanks. We can usually avoid such encounters, but sometimes they wander in and only block the path. Not that it slowed you down at all. I've never seen you fight up close before, and the surveillance feed clearly didn't do it justice. Hopefully that keeps the clear for a while, shall we? Yeah, it's crazy how much more regular, modern English, American English this is compared to Eurasian English. Ah, to Geode. They got the little.
Lost a comrade. The three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, because both of them are gone now. That's sad.
Will you raise a glass?
Yeah. To Geode's memory.
Oh,
Oh, good.
What are the two of you doing here?
I had
Drinking.
a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
We're celebrating someone's life. That's what I always like to call it, is like we're celebrating a life.
I suppose I could spare a moment. They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
Yeah, because I'm under the assumption that, like, Kefkiwa and their team had regulators, were against the Force, but because they were against everything but had regulators, all of their memories were wiped, but Kefkiwa was able to hack the system and then reestablish everything and then told everybody what the regulators fucking did.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I'd recently lost someone close to me. I'd also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company.
The quotes. Don't do that. Don't do the quotes. Don't do that. You were a hostess? That's a Japanese thing for free.
So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I knew Shale was cool. I knew Shale was cool.
Fight? What were you even arguing about?
We don't remember.
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state.
It's funny because Geode had said something. He's like, I bet Shale remembers it better than me. And I'm like, nope. Surprise. Nope. But that's on brand. Seems.
The odd machine. That was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause.
That's right. We don't know the reason why everybody forgets loved ones going away. Because of the regulators. That's weird too, because Shale said that she had like lost a loved one or something, but I guess it's one of those situations of just like, it's so weird. I don't know. It's weird. Like she shouldn't be missing a loved one. I guess it's more so like you know they're gone and you know you knew them, but you don't have any of the memories of them anymore, kind of thing. It's so weird. I don't know. Like people not remembering people from the past that's the weird thing. I'm like, when did? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it started. Oh no, wait, that's right. At some point, everybody started forgetting everyone else because they needed to preserve the happiness of everybody while the army was being made. That's right. So that's when everybody started forgetting everybody that was in the cloud because they needed to start conserving energy and shit. So there was a time where people with regulators did remember people in the cloud at some capacity, but at some point, and that's why some people were remembering. That's why people were fearful of dying and not having any more souls left, because there was an end to something. But that was during the time that people were forgetting that people were dying. But they knew that you would end. So what? Why were people scared about not having any more souls then? Hold on. This is messy. This story is starting to get messy. We're starting to get into a messy story. Uh-oh. Shit. Yeah, we're starting to get into a messy story. Cause like if there was a time in when people were fearful of missing companions, maybe that's the case. Is that where there was a time when that was the case, but recent times it wasn't so, and maybe that's why people are still fearful, but less so than before. I don't know. It's so fucked up, dude. Like the end still was a existence that could happen, and it's perpetual, and that's why everybody wanted these neo-regulators, because that again wasn't just a foreign concept that never existed ever. But in the time, oh god, dude. Oh my god, this is a messy fucking topic. You guys fucked it up. How did you fuck this up, Final Fantasy? You know what? I mean, I'm giving breath to the idea, breath and life to the idea that we're starting fresh. We're starting fresh into a new long-form story format that will take another fucking 10 years to tell, because that's how this will work. Then it'll be fine. It's just gonna be a little messy at the beginning, and then maybe some of the story will be redone, like A Realm Reborn was cut short, because boy, that was fucking long. Realm Reborn was pretty fucking long, guys. Anyway, sorry. It's the game. It's the game. I'm complaining about the game. I'm not ranting.
It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier. And learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin.
You knew? Wait, you knew? Bitch, you
But
knew?
Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas. I wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Yeah, Kefkiwa would have wanted to keep it secret. She would have, because it would have caused panic, I think. But I think people knew. I think people just kind of knew.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Yeah, like we would remember that people would disappear and go away. Wouldn't remember them. So who cares? But you would still, I don't know, I feel like you would still feel this, like, emptiness, you know?
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
Thank you for finally giving some kind of explanation to the back room. I appreciate this.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
And that was Kryle's parents, like, thing they were doing to kind of just, like, it's a means of preservation in any capacity for what they had done. Like, it's kind of like the whole plot of this entire thing is just like, oh my god, we have to get out of here to go to a new place. Oh my god, we gotta get out of here. Or we fucked up. We gotta have some means of unfucking this because this might be actually a bad situation. And then sending Kryle into basically back to the source.
Thus were my parents and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided.
I'm a white mage, but thank you. It's actually literally all the rest of my friends doing the muscle. I promise.
Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence and I know they're still with us.
Hell yeah. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Good, good, good. I'm tearing up a little bit.
But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this. And why I'll stay the course.
That's how we grieve.
Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore.
See, this is why we had that funeral for Queen's Fiend, is because we wanted everybody to mutually grieve together because it makes you feel like you're not drowning alone. It's so, it feels like that's honestly the reason why, like, funerals are very important, because you want to grieve for a person, but you want to understand that you're not the only one grieving for this human. It's really, I feel like that's really important. It's so weird.
Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
Yeah, it's really funny because, like, the way I understood a really good way to grieve of celebrating life wasn't even from somebody who I went to a friend's father's funeral. I never met this man, but he invited me to his dad's funeral. Like, I don't know, out of just, I was kind of going through it in life. And he was just like, hey, you and another friend that we're both mutuals of, do you want to come to my dad's funeral? Like, it felt special in the moment. It isn't as special because that guy was an asshole. Probably the reason I don't know, it weird. But it was like a real, like, I appreciate it all the same because it was I want to say Protestant. But basically, me and my friend showed up to get into the pews, and we were kind of running a little late because of traffic, and so we like scooched into the pews, and we're like in the back, we're just like in, and they had like just barely started the service for the funeral, and they're doing the mass, and then like not even 5 minutes after mass starts, there's singing, there's dancing, there's celebration, and it's this whole entire, like, literally, like, then they said it's like it's a celebration of life, and I was just like, I had never experienced that in my life because I grew up Catholic, as I had, you know, before I started streaming Final Fantasy XIV today. I was explaining about my Catholic heritage here. I was just like, celebrating life, man, that's great. And that's usually why, like, all of my family's, like, funerals that I've been to since then, I'm usually trying to be a little uplifting. I'm trying to ask them, like, you know, hey, what's your favorite memory? And let's talk about it, and let's engage, and let's have tears, let's have, you know, stuff. And a lot of my family has been really receptive to it. Like, we have a good time. We have, you know, we share really good memories or whatever it is that we've gone through and stuff. And it's been really uplifting. Like, just like, we're not wallowing in the sorrow and stuff. It's been great. So, even for like the super tragic stuff, like the accidental death stuff, it's been really kind of nice. Like, enjoying everyone else's company that also enjoyed the person who has been lost. You know, everybody coming together to enjoy all of their company and stuff like that. And I think that's something like, we lost a friend, and I kind of want to do this with some friends. I want to, like, have a final, like, hey, we all knew this person. Because there's one friend I want to do this for, that I haven't been able to because it happened right in the middle of the pandemic, so we literally could not come together to celebrate his death. And I kind of want to do it and just to, like, have an actual something. And so, like, every once in a while, just like, hey, you know, it's this date, and I'm pouring one out for our boy. And sometimes I'll get a response, and sometimes I won't. And so it's like, man, I think we all need to come together to finally just, like, cry about this or have a good time about this, because, like, he touched our lives in some way. I think we needed to have this, because we couldn't even go to his funeral. I was like, I felt so bad I couldn't even, like, attend the funeral. Like, I even asked, I'm like, please tell me when this is. I will travel for this. And it never ended up happening. I was, like, really fucking sad about it. Like, it was like this quiet thing. I was like, fuck, man. It sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. It was like, if this hadn't happened during the pandemic, it would have been different entirely. But funerals are expensive. Celebrations are expensive. Anyway, let's finish this off, and then I'm gonna go get off with it. I appreciate you helping me through this. And not only for the grief, you've helped me see my comrades. See that my comrades mean even more to me than I had realized. Which only fuels my determination. Determination. I should be spending every waking moment working to bring Calyx to account for his crimes. I'll do my part. Then you do yours. Living needs you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Let's just... Let's go. All right. Perfect. I can... the darkness in the heart. You mean the heart of darkness? Sorry. I can't... You can't look at me in the face and tell me that Final Fantasy didn't have some influence on some Kingdom Hearts in any way, shape, or form. All right. I'm going to peel on out here. I'll let you guys find your own entertainment for the evening, but you guys have a wonderful night. And go drink a tall boy with some friends to a friend you might be missing this weekend. For the sake of it. For the holidays. How about that? Have a good night.